Another week, another shiny duck trying to outrun your bags. I got a fun one today. We're hunting Gugo on Abstract Chain. Is this a real runner or just cardio for your exit liquidity? Well, strap in because we're going to find out. We're going to do our damnedest to figure out if this is worth a slice of your degen portfolio. Let's kick it off with the narrative and vision. This is their website. It's very brown. This is the Gugo token. Again, this is on Abstract. Gugo positions itself as a worldwide run club meme. It's on Abstract. Think duck mascot plus real life running plus crypto Twitter type energy. The pitch is community first, culture second, and maybe a product someday. On the site and listings, they flex top 10 cookie.fun mindshare, number 3 on Abstract, and a push to grow holders. Classic meme coin, social proof. That's fine, but there's no white paper. There's no clear product roadmap beyond vibes. If you're buying this, you're buying a culture bet and the chain bet for Abstract. So I guess the summary here is that there is a clear meme, right? They got this running duck. There is a simple story to this, which is good. And there is tailwind if Abstract continues to grow, but there's no formal white paper or utility, really. It's just vision and marketing claims. I kind of like the meme, so I didn't ding them too hard. For narrative and vision, I gave them a 10 out of 20. And we can move on to the tokenomics and supply. We'll take a look at Gugo here on Coin Market Cap. So they have 990 million Gugo. There's a self-reporting FDV of 100%. So the market cap is 8.9 million and the FDV is 8.94. That's fully diluted if that's accurate, right? Because this is self-reported and on-chain distribution clarity, top holders, team wallet locks isn't really front and center. There's no explicit buy or sell taxes advertised. So there's good and there's bad here, right? There is a fixed supply. The FDV matches the market cap, which means there's less hidden emissions right now, but the circulating figure is self-reported. Holder lock and transparency are not clearly documented publicly, at least not on their website. Besides, them talking about staking eventually, there's no formal emissions or vesting documentation, and that kind of gives red flag vibes. For that reason, I gave the tokenomics and supply a 9 out of 20. And we can move on to the tech and execution, I guess. Tech-wise, this is a meme token on Abstract, as I already mentioned. It's not a novel protocol. The execution here is basically just branding, social proofing, the IRL runs, and maintaining liquidity. That's basically it. Abstract itself is a legit L2 infrastructure with Uniswap markets, which helps the sort of UX of this, but Gugo doesn't ship any kind of unique tech, revenue, or an app. You're just betting on community momentum and the chain beta more than any kind of product edge. For Gugo, they have decent following on 7,500 followers. They post some decent memes. They seem to be fairly active. So those are all good things. There is a low fee on Abstract, which is also a benefit. Uniswap pools give you sort of easier access. You can see all the volume is on Uniswap currently. But again, there's no real differentiated tech here. The execution is just branding and events. There's zero moat, right? And for that reason, I gave the tech and execution an 8 out of 20. And we can move on to the market structure and liquidity. Again, this is just strictly on Uniswap currently on the Abstract chain. CoinGecko, on the other hand, does show 2 exchanges and 4 markets with a daily volume of about 30 to 40K. Dex Screener shows pool liquidity in the hundreds of thousands, enough for small to mid-sized tickets, not whales. It's not a tier 1 seat proof yet. That means price discovery is on-chain and brittle. Great for squeezes, horrible for when the bids vanish, as they kind of have in the last 24 hours. So there's about 4,600 holders of Gugo, which isn't bad, given that they're a completely new token. And they are live on Uniswap, so you can see the sort of pools and liquidity. I gave market structure and liquidity an 11 out of 20, and we can move on to exit risk and VC stakes. Again, there is no disclosed VC rounds or lock schedules. There's no pre-programmed cliff nukes or no one to backstop a panic either. So without transparent holder breakdowns for this, you're exposed to whales and early insiders jogging you for liquidity. If a big CEX lists this, great. If you're not married to on-chain sentiment and the abstract meta, respect the tape and not the memes for this one. I thought it's cute. It's community led. There's no obvious VC overhang, but there's no documentation around holder concentration. So for that reason, I gave exit risk and VC stakes a 9 out of 20 for a final score, 47 out of 100. This is your prototypical meme exit liquidity candidate. It feels fun. It trades okay on abstract, but there's no moat here. There's no product, and relatively thin liquidity keeps this, in my mind, firmly in the trade it, don't marry it territory. It could 2 or 3x if they get on a big exchange. It could also retrace 60% in one day, right? So this is a vibe play on a fast chain. If you're in it for size, treat it like a meme because it is, and use hard stops. If you want fundamentals, this isn't it. It's cute. It's funny. If they can really play on the IRL running events and turn this into something more, maybe get some news coverage or something, do a Forrest Gump themed run in the middle of America somewhere with a bunch of Gugo banners, this could pop. But until then, and that's saying a lot, I would stay away from this one. Again, it's fun, it's cute, but it's just not my bag. I wouldn't be looking at it for my degen portfolio. I think there's a lot of other better meme coins out there. So for that reason, I'm out on this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish them nothing but success for Gugo. That's it for this video. If you did like the video, you know what to do. I'm not even going to ask you for it. Drop these 2 or 3 times a week. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.